All right, folks, we are in Nashville. We're hanging out with Erik Dylan. Erik just finished doing a couple Mason Jar sessions for us. Killer voice, killer sound. If you don't know this gentleman, which you probably should by now because we've talked before, we've done stuff before. We're buddies.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, we've been doing this for 4 years. You and I back and forth, just talking. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Thanks for coming down from Canada to Nashville.
Yeah.
I feel like you put in more effort than I did to see.
It was a long drive. Let me just tell you that. It was a long drive.
But it's not wintertime. So
no, it's not. It's not. So you have some cuts right now up in Canada with some boys, Cold Creek County, Rivertown Saints.
Yeah.
Maybe just walk us through how those things come about for you.
Rivertown I met through you.
Yeah.
Played a festival in Spencerville that you set up for me. Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, I want to say 2 or 3 summers now. 3 summers, I think now.
And I met the Rivertown guys there, and we kept in touch, started writing when they would come to town, and they ended up cutting an outside song, just one of those crazy fun drinking songs. So it's called Hung Over It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good song.
Thanks, man.
And they did a great job of recording it.
They did a great job.
Yeah. Do you think you could have done better?
I don't think so.
Chris, that's for you, just so you know.
Chris LaBelle.
Yeah.
I'm not competing with Chris LaBelle.
Mr. Charisma. Mr. Charisma. But you also have the brand new cut from Cold Creek County.
Yeah.
That's just hit. That's just hitting country radio in Canada. How's it feel to get that one that it's on the radio?
It's great. That song's it's been one of my favorite songs, and Dougie decided he wanted to cut it on those guys, and I love the way that he produces the band, and coming from the interior of the band as a member and then being a producer of the band makes it really cool. So he made it sound better than the demo, so that's the goal. Damn you, Dougie. And then they cut a song called Ain't That Complicated too, and I love the way that they cut that song.
And it also is on the current album. So 2 on there, RTS. Chad Brownlee's current single, Out of the Blue, which is incredible.
Thanks,
you
man.
also had a hand in that one.
Yeah, Chad and Andrew Roberts and I wrote that song, and the song did come out of the blue. Chad was at the end of a writing trip, and I don't think he had a lot of steam left. He was ready to go back, and he thought he had the right songs, and we wrote that day in an afternoon, and I think 2 hours that song happened, and the lyrics were flying out of my mouth, and the melody was flying out of his mouth, and Andrew was making the track, and by the end of it, we kind of looked around and we're like, damn, boys, we did pretty good for a Friday. but yeah, that's a cool song. I'm glad that he singled it. I'm glad it's doing well up there, too.
When you write a song like that, and it does have that type of success, is there something about, how it comes out? Like you said, 2 hours, and it kind of just flew. Is that kind of how the really good stuff sometimes comes together for you?
I think so sometimes. I mean, when it's effortless, I think the listener's ears appreciate that too. When you try too hard on a song, it'll sound too written. It needs to sound like something that you're going to say to someone else,
Yeah.
It doesn't need to sound like the note that you write your girlfriend before you're going to break up with her, where you rehash every little line and then
rewrite.
Yeah, but I don't know where that came from, but,
You have a new addition to your family.
Yeah.
2 kids now.
2 boys.
2 boys.
2 crazy boys. It's awesome.
Yeah. Last time I was down, we hung out and we stayed together. And Towns is an incredible young man.
Good dude.
How's it working with the new one?
There's not a whole lot of jealousy going on. He's really proud to be a big brother, but there are his moments where he wants the spotlight. So I took him to his first Texas Red Dirt show, and he got to go on his first tour bus last week. So that was something that we did together. We went to the Josh Abbott Band show,
right on.
And he watched, I think he watched Nickelodeon on the bus, and then got mad when the cable stopped working for a little while, and they fixed it. So he's kind of a diva when it comes to the tour bus lifestyle.
Now, curious, with a second child, does different songs come out now? Is there different feelings, different emotions that you feel being a dad twice?
I feel a lot of the same emotions as I did with the first, but I think it's just the aspect of having children and having little tiny people that you're responsible for making sure that they have everything they need. So I think the one thing that happens is I'm trying to write my ass off right now. I mean, there's diapers, there's a lot of bills, and it's given me a reason to show up every day in the writing room and think about, could this song be something that would help my family out? Mm-hmm. And I still write for myself when it comes, when the inspiration comes, but I'm going to try to make every day something that can possibly be cut by someone, if not myself,
Yeah.
Just, we've got a lot of responsibility as parents. You know the drill.
We do.
But so from that aspect, yeah.
Yeah. It's different that way.
Yeah.
You got new music coming on later in 2018. You've been writing, you've worked with some really incredible artists on this. Can you share a couple of those artists with us?
For you, Corey, maybe. But when the record comes out, we'll all find out. But I got to do a duet with my hero, Steve Earle. Mm-hmm. And it was awesome that he was willing to get in the studio with me and sing. I was high-fiving my 14-year-old self all day, so it was awesome.
Awesome.
But then my buddy Luke Combs is going to be on one of the tunes, too.
Awesome.
So and Muscadine Bloodline is Charlie from Muscadine's singing some harmonies on the record. Just kind of called a bunch of buddies and people that have supported what I've done on the indie level on the records that I make, and they were happy to kind of join in and help me finish this record. So
awesome.
It's cool.
Erik Dylan, folks, thanks for doing this with us. Erik is, you can catch his music on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere you get good music. And remember, if you don't listen to good music, we don't like you. All right? Thanks, guys.